I didn't want to forget this because I have so many thoughts go through my head during the day that it's like, this is good. So, was in the car and I was thinking for people that believe in religion of all sorts, that go to church, have a pastor, or whoever that number one person is at their place of worship, what makes you think that that one person has more of a relationship with God than you do if God created us to all be equal? Don't worry, I'll wait. Because in my head, I was thinking, like, dang, I knew something big was going to happen in this lifetime. And I knew Jesus was going to come back, but I didn't realize he was going to come back as us. And so it's amazing, beautiful, and all that other stuff. But I'm thinking the people that really have that mindset stuck in their head that this one person who went to school, so where did these teachers learn it from? So these teachers have more of a relationship with God than you do? Okay. None of it makes sense, literally. So y'all have to have somebody tell you what to believe. Like, because you can't think for yourselves. So you go to church and you have this pastor that thinks he knows it all because he has a more better relationship with Jesus or God than you do. And then they tell you how to act, and that puts thoughts into your brain that manifest into real life. Because that's what you believe. You are what you believe. So whatever these people are feeding you, the government, your pastor, your teachers, is what you become. But that's not really who we were ever supposed to be, as you can see. So when they did all this crazy stuff, like all the government and whoever the top person is that has been trying us, that did this in the very beginning, they didn't realize when they put us on lockdown that, we're used to living like that 10 times worse. So most of us were like, ooh, thank God I don't have to go to work. Like, I fucking hate my job anyways. Like, 99% of people hate their fucking job. So the only thing that they was scared of was losing out on money, which we all know money is evil. I mean, because they have us looking at it as a disgusting form of necessity and put you at, middle class, high class, whatever, when money is actually just a frequency. So, anyways, we worship something that shouldn't even be worshipped because it comes way easier than breaking your back at a 9 to 5, or as I was doing 6 10s on the plantation. Yeah. So, meanwhile, whenever you have that mindset, it's crazy because that means you need somebody to control you. But if you do the reverse psychology on that, it's because growing up, you had somebody in your life, which is most likely going to be your mother. I'm going to go because I have I'm looking at different people's lives that like that control. No matter how they have to get it, even if it's a narcissistic relationship, even if that person is abusive, they'll stay in a relationship and let that person control them because they don't know how to think for themselves, because when they were growing up, their mom showed them from what they thought didn't love them because they didn't care. So, they will play out a system of, oh, my mom doesn't love me, but really your mom didn't love herself, so she didn't know how to show you what love was. And you've been taking it out on yourself and being mad at that person your whole life. And then when you end up growing up, you still try to be a people pleaser to that person, your mother, even though she definitely messed with your brain. She fucked that shit up, right? So it's like this love-hate dynamic. And then you, as a person, bring in those type of people. So like even with me, oh, my dad doesn't love me, so I bring in all these men or whatever and let them, think and do whatever, because I couldn't think for myself. And then my dad didn't show me, and my mom didn't show me. And the same thing with like my older brother. He just left and, didn't think that mom loved him. And then she passed away, and he's still like, well, what do I do now? So he stayed in a long 8-9 year relationship with a female who was god awful, but he needed somebody to control him. Just like whenever he went to the military, he needed somebody to control him because he literally didn't know how to live on his own. Like, he didn't have trust and faith in himself. But if you did, you'd realize the people in here are the ones that help you the most. Those are our ancestors, our grands, God, Gaia. Like, I just had the most amazing breakthrough yesterday about us all being one. So I just have to get that out. I feel like I'm gonna redo this video at some point because I just woke up, but yeah.